everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are going to be playing with the new Charlotte Tilbury. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare the new Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, which is this palette, to last year's Starry Eyes to Hypnotize. So I'll do a look with the new palette, but I'll do swatches of both so you guys can see the differences. And make sure my sweater's out of the way. Let me pull my hair back. I'll also be using the Magicstar highlighter. If you watched my other Charlotte Tilbury video, I used the Superstar highlighter. We were commenting that this one is probably a little too gold for me, but you know, we'll check it out. So that's what it looks like. Swatch of it looks like that. It's pretty gold. I recently did the Pat McGrath video with her new highlighter as well, and I really like that one. That one's like a pinky rose gold kind of champagne. It's really nice. So I'm gonna go in with the Wayne Goss Medium Artist Collection. We're gonna just, you know, go very lightly with this because, like I said, I think it's gonna be a little too gold for me, but that's okay. You guys can see it on someone with my skin tone, and I definitely have more of that cool undertone, so you can see it's very strong. And I used this brush. If you're not familiar with this brush, it's Blue Squirrel. It's super soft, so it doesn't deposit a lot of color. If you're looking for something like more diffused, this is the brush to use. So the fact that it left, you know, it gave me that much pigment just shows you, one, that it is a very pigmented highlighter. It's a beautiful highlighter, but again, it's very gold. So if you don't like a gold highlighter, I would not suggest picking it up. The Superstar is much cooler. Then we'll go to the Pillow Talk blush, and again, I will use the Artist Collection by Wayne Goss. If you're not familiar with Wayne Goss brushes, I actually love all his brushes, but the Artist Collection, there are 3 brushes that have fast become like my favorite brushes because I have such sensitive skin that for me, I need like a super soft brush. If I don't have a super soft brush, when my skin is irritated, I'll tend to use sponges because, you know, the brushes like actually hurt my skin. I'm gonna take the Sonia G. This is the Face One brush. There's nothing on here. I'm just gonna buff that in a little because that gold was just, it's so obviously gold. Again, not a bad thing, just be aware of it. Okay, so let's go and compare the two palettes. So like I said, this year's is the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, and this is part of her holiday collection. I understand that she's coming out with even more products in the near future. So this is last year's. I think you can see, looking at the two of them, there's some similarities. They're definitely different color stories. Also, I want to mention, I'm not sure if this is going to go up before or after, probably after my Sephora VIB sale video. The Starry Eyes is available on Sephora, so for the VIB sale at the end of the month, if it is something that you end up liking, you would get 20% off if it's still available. Okay, so let's go in. There's Happy Glow, Love Glow, Dream Glow, and Seduce Glow. And if you're familiar with Charlotte Tilbury, you know it comes with these, you can't really see. Basically, it just says 1, 2, 3, prime, enhance, smoke. So basically, the idea is you prime with this, you enhance with this, and you smoke with this, and the same for each one. So I will swatch them according to their grouping. Let's do Happy Glow first. And this is this year's. This is the Bejeweled Eyes. Last year is the Starry Eyes. Sorry if I've mixed them up from time to time, but Bejeweled is this year, Starry is last year. So those are the Happy Glow shades, Prime, Enhance, Smoke. Let's go into Love Glow. I'm actually a fan of Charlotte Tilbury. I know I don't talk about her products as much on my channel, not because I don't like them. I do like them, and I was actually an early adopter of Charlotte Tilbury before it was even like available in stores. It's just that lately, you know, it's been a lot of products, and so I'm just trying to keep up. So again, this is the Love Glow Prime Enhance Smoke. Let's do Dream Glow. Yeah, every time I try a Charlotte Tilbury product, I'm always pleased. I haven't bought any that I've really disliked. I like her matte formula for lipsticks. If you guys are wondering about my Lisa Eldridge lipstick review, mine haven't even shipped yet, so it's gonna be a while, but I know there's a bunch of content creators that will already have theirs up, so you can take a look. Dream Glow here. And then last but not least, Seduce Glow. Okay. So that's this year's. All right, let's do last year's on the other arm. We've got the same categories: Happy Glow, Love Glow, and Dream Glow. And then Seduce Glow. So let's do Happy Glow. And my swatches won't be as good, guys, because I'm right-handed, so bear with me. Okay, that's Happy Glow. That's Love Glow. That's Dream Glow, which just has this really pretty olive in it, the shade here. And then the last is Seduce Glow. And that's, so this is Happy Glow, Love Glow, Dream Glow, and Seduce Glow. And bottom is this year's, top is last year's. Now that we've done some swatches, let me bring you in close and we'll do a quick eyeliner. All right, let's use the Happy Glow, and maybe we'll go a little bit into the Seduce Glow as well. Let's just do something simple and easy today, guys. I'm feeling a little burnt out today. Nothing that some sleep won't fix, but maybe you guys feel that way as well. I'm going in with the Prime. I'm just gonna put it all over the lid. You know, some days, like, I'm really, you know, interested. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a Chikuhodo KZ07. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, do a full makeup look and something really intricate. But, you know, today is dreary here in New England. It's a rainy day. I'm, you know, faced with the fact that we're not gonna have trick-or-treaters or really Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays here in New England. It's just, you know, it's a nice time of year. And I think all of us are just kind of feeling the effects of, you know, being inside for 7 months. Lots of people have it way worse than I do, but I'm just, you know, I think today we'll just do a simple day. This is the Wayne Goss 03. And you know, that's a good thing. Like, that's okay. You can have, you know, good days and bad days. Not every day is a great day. Nothing wrong with that. Appreciate the great days even more. So let's go in with the Enhance shade. It's more of a matte shade. And I'm gonna actually go into the crease and transition. You know, people have asked me, like, do you always put the transition down first, or do you put the crease down first? No, absolutely not. You can do what I just did, which was to put the shimmery shade down and then put a matte over it. I mean, like I said before, I've said many times, there's not a rule to all of this. It just depends on, you know, what you like to do. This is a mini booster. The thing about putting a matte down first, let's say you want to enhance your color, the shade. If you put down a dark matte shade first, and then you layer color over it, you're gonna, you know, intensify that shade. One of the tricks that I do, I'll put down like a black or gray matte on my eye, and then I'll put shades over it. You can really enhance a shade that way. You can change the color. I mean, it's really color story more than anything else. Those of you who are artists or have studied art, you know all about that stuff. You know, there's a lot of fun things you can do with colors and shades. And if you play around with like contrast, yellow and blue, you can get some really interesting looks. This is the Wayne Goss number 18. I'm gonna go into that smoke shade. This is like a very shimmery shade. I'm gonna put that just on the center of the eye here. I'm gonna kind of pat it in. And I'll blend it out in a second. But yeah, I mean, you can do all kinds of cool looks with just, you know, color story, like simple, like just 2 or 3 colors, but when they're contrasting or they are complementary, you can get a very different look just based on that. Let's take the Wayne Goss 03. I studied art for a long time and was really interested in going into a more creative profession instead of going to law school. But hey, I'm satisfying that now, right, with this channel. Okay, so that's the look. I mean, it's a very simple, easy look. Again, it's Happy Glow. I think it's beautiful, though. I think the textures are fantastic. It blended out really, really well. I'd say that's the thing about Charlotte Tilbury. I've heard some criticisms of her that her shades all look alike, or it's, you know, Pillow Talk. I love the shade Pillow Talk. I used it as my blush today, and I love the lipstick. I agree, there has been some repetitive shades, but, you know, I will also say all of the shades in here, and you saw them swatched on my arm, are nice, pretty shades that you would wear, I think, a lot. This is something that I would probably wear to the office. Any of these shades. She makes it very simple with the 3 steps. You know, you have different intensities. So I don't have a fault with that. I think if you're more of a makeup artist, and you're really playing around with, like I said before, color story and intensity and mattes and shimmers and duochromes, this might seem a little simple for you, but I think for most of us out there who are not makeup artists, I mean, I was at one time, but, you know, makeup enthusiasts, or even just people that are looking for a nice look every day for the office, these are great palettes, and I think the formulas have gotten much, much better from her inception. I will tell you, years ago, when I started using Charlotte Tilbury, I loved her lipsticks, but her eyeshadows, her quads were, in my opinion, hit or miss. Now, everyone that I've picked up recently has been excellent. So, and I know she's coming out with a new formula. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, let me put on a little bit of liner and mascara. We'll be right back. Okay, so final look, I used the Charlotte Tilbury Copper Charge. I used the metallic on the lower lash line. I used the matte on the upper lash line. And I have lip cheat in Love Trap on my lips before I put the lipstick on. Let me bring you in really close so you can see the eye look. I mean, I think everyone can agree. Well, I don't know if everyone can agree on anything, but I think that this is a really pretty trio. This is the Happy Glow I mentioned before. This is the trio here. Here is the Love, make sure I get it right, the Love, the Dream, and the Seduce Glow. They're really, you know, pretty shades. They're everyday shades. I'm not gonna say that you could do a super dramatic look with these. I think it depends on what your definition of dramatic is. But I think they are, the shades tend to be similar in the trios. Like there's not a super deep shade in any one. I guess the Love is probably the most, that has most of the contrast. In last year's, you had in the Starry Eyes, you do have a little bit more contrast in the Seduce. and this one is a little bit deeper. But again, I think these are more, you know, I hate the word everyday because you should wear whatever you want every day. But I think of what most people think of as, you know, going to the office, getting dressed up. You want something that's gonna look really nice. You're not gonna do something that's gonna take a lot of your time because you don't have a lot of time. But it creates a really pretty, I think, elegant look. And I love this color story, which you all know. So I think it looks very pretty. And I have nothing bad to say. Do I think it's, you know, worth its price? That's up to you guys. Prices, I think, that's a difficult one for me because, you know, I know people who spend a tremendous amount of money on certain things like travel or bags or their house or, you know, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with people doing that as long as it fits into their budget and it's what they want to do. So price, I think, is very subjective. For one person, a price point would be completely out of reach, and for another person it's not. And for one person, they might decide that's where they want to spend all their money, and they have every right to do so. So I try not to comment too much on that, but I will say, of course, that Charlotte Tilbury is a more expensive brand. If you're saying, is it your money's worth? There are, how many shades in here? There are 12 shades. They're very pretty. They're pigmented. They work like they're supposed to. They blend well, and I think they're reliable. So all of those things, I think, work in its favor. It's got an 18-month shelf life, which is pretty decent, and you get 0.26 ounces of product. I have never hit pan on practically any. Have I ever hit pan on anything? I've hit pan on the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and that's probably it. I really don't hit pan. I'll be honest, guys, I don't hit pan on my eyeshadows. I have so many at this point that I need to focus on doing more of that. All right, so let's use the Super Nude lipstick shade. So this has fast become one of my favorite lipstick shades. I have not had it for long, but I think it works really well on my coloring. I think it's a perfect, again, every day. I gotta come up with something better than that. Lip for me, I just think it, you know, works with everything. It's a good neutral, has kind of like a pinky beige kind of look. It's a little cooler than the look I have on my eyes, but I think it's fine. And it's very comfortable. It feels good on the lips. Charlotte Tilbury, like I said, even way back when she started, when I was buying her products, and I wasn't as fond of her eyeshadows, her lipsticks were always a favorite. So I really do love the formula. So that's it today, guys. Hopefully the swatches were helpful in helping you decide. The Starry Eyes last year's is still available on a bunch of different sites. I'm not sure if it's available on Sephora, but I do know that the Bejeweled is, and the sale starts October 30th for Rouge members. The highlighter is actually really pretty. This is the Magicstar highlighter. And like I said, as I showed you, it is, you know, definitely gold, and it is certainly more intense than the Superstar, but it is very pretty, and actually I feel like I can wear it, especially with this warmer eye look. I think it's fine, and I use the Pillow Talk blush, which is a cooler shade, to kind of balance it out. But if you're looking for a gold highlighter, I think this is a good choice. It's not emphasizing texture. I think it looks very nice on. It's definitely, like I said, intense. I went very lightly with the Wayne Goss brush. So, and this is the Super Nude lipstick, which, as I said, I'm really, really enjoying. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in another video really soon.